Hello guys. This is Kit by Avvi88, chapter 24. The author, she said she doesn't think there is any warnings in this chapter. So if there is any warnings, and I know there's any, I'll let y'all know. Um, okay. Kirgo, totally wrong person. Kego was on his way back home after another patrol to look for his little brother and father. It was almost 3 days since they were kidnapped at the camp. Both both him and Hisashi slowly started to lose their mind. He had looked all over the city, no look, luck. Other heroes have been looking out for the other heroes have been looking out for the two missing family members, but still no luck. When the dorms came into view, Kego breathed a sigh of release. He was out. He had been out patrolling for nearly 4 hours and just wanted to go home and take a nice shower. He had landed on their back balcony and shoveled into the living room where Hisashi and Shinto were currently sitting, the teen finally asleep in the older blonde's arms. Shinto has been staying with the two since the training camp, not willing to leave in case there was a new clue about Izuku and Shota. Masashi looked up at him when he entered his view of vision, careful not to wake up the sleeping teen in his arms. Any luck? He asked the main hero, hopeful. Keigo, not Keigo, oh my god, these people. Me and my brain. Keigo, hold on. Keigo only shook his head sadly, looking away from the older blonde. I have looked everywhere, and still no signs of them, he explained, giving a frustrated sigh. Detective Takashi called earlier. He thinks they have a lead, and told me to not get any hopes up. Hisashi explained, looking defeated. What was the lead? Keigo um, answered, perking up at the news. Someone reported screaming a in a abandoned bar in Camino Camino a few hours ago, but the chances of it being the league is slim, Hisashi explained. But there's still a chance that it's them. Keigo Keigo asked. Hope suddenly filled him again. Yeah, but like I said, don't get your hopes up yet. It's just a good chance it's a small it's a good chance it's a small time villain, Hisashi explained. Keigo sighed in defeat, sitting down beside the older blonde. I just want my flock back, Keigo whispered, his voice thick with tears. Hisashi brought him closer, kissing the younger blonde's forehead. Me too, Kai. K? K? Yeah, K. Me too, K. Me too. Hisashi whispered back. The smoke the smoke was lashing out, breaking glasses and bottles behind the bar. Tomura hid the teen in his arms, his body, everything telling him he needed a protective team. Dobby was behind him again, covering both of them. Everything around them was chaos, and Tomer was afraid that someone would end up hurt. Izuku was whimpering into his neck, holding onto him tightly as if asking Tomer not to let go. Tomer only brought Izuku closer, trying to hush the distressed teen. It felt like minutes had passed, but in reality it had been a half a minute. But in reality, it only been half a minute before everything around them started to calm down. Tomer slowly let his grip on Izuku release, looking behind him to see what happened. Dobby did the same. He too but didn't let go of the two. "What the hell?" Dobby whispered. Both of the young males looked wide-eyed at the sight. There, lying on the ground, was a male looking to be in his late 20s, early 30s. The male the male had smooth, tan skin and with blue hair. His hair looked light and fluffy, but at the same time it kind of looked like Dobby's flames. He looked to be about average height and slim, but still had some muscle. He was wearing what looked to be a gray hospital gown. Shimokuro Oboro. Tomura stopped and looked in awe that they actually did it. Dobby carefully let go of the two he was holding, walked over to the unconscious man. He shook Shirokumo's shoulder lightly in hopes of waking waking up the older. Shikamaru, "Hey, Oboro, wake up," Dobby said, shaking his shoulder again. A low groan escaped the man's lips. His eyes fluttered open. Pastel blue eyes met dark blue before oh, that is weird. Before seeming to scan the area. "What happened?" he whispered, reaching up to his head in confusion. The first thing Oboro noticed when he came to was someone shaking his shoulder. Confusion hit him with a groan. Slowly opening his eyes, bright blue eyes stared down at him, both concerned and awed in his features. He looked around, trying to remember where he was. "What happened?" He whispered out, bringing his hand, his hand, oh my god, bringing his hand to his forehead. "We brought you back," Tomer answered, sounding awed. Just like that, everything came back to him. The falling building, his years as Kirigirl, Izuku and Shota. Oboro sat up fast, looking over where Tomura was holding Izuku. He stood up and hurried over to the two, looking over Izuku for any injuries. "Are you okay?" Tomura, wrong person again. Oboro, asked the teen, taking his face in his hands and looking at him once more. I'm okay, Izuku whispered, smiling up at him. Oboro, Oboro smiled before turning to the other two in the room. How about you? How about y'all? How about you two? Any injuries? He asked. Both Tomaron and Dobby smiled at him, shaking their heads. No, we're okay. Just happy that we're able to bring you back. Dobby, Dobby answered, walking over to them. Aurora smiled at them before bringing them down into a hug. Wait, since you're back to normal, can you can you still create a portal? Izuku asked, a glint of hope and fear in his eyes. I don't know. I can try. Aurora, Aurora answered, looking around to see if there was a safe place to try and open one. When he found a place in the corner of the bar, he tried to open a small portal to teleport one chair from one side of the room to the other. A light blue portal opened underneath the chair. Another um another light blue portal opened on the other side of the room. The chair fell falling through. Awesome. Izuku squeaked with the little energy he had gained, looking like it was Christmas morning. I can get us out of here later. Oh wait, that's not what he said. Backtrack. I can get us out of here. Oberon, Oberon breathed in relief, a smile growing on his face. Dobby smirked, looking at him. Let's get out of here. They waited for all for one to bring shelter back to escape, none of them willing to leave without him. They waited for another hour, carefully planning their escape. If they were caught, the consequences could become severe. Izuku had hoped his dad hadn't been but hadn't been too severely. Oh, he hoped his dad hadn't been hurt too severely by the time they brought him back. But know not to dwell on something you cannot control. When the door opened, the entire the eternity of waiting, his dad was finally brought back. Oro had taken Izuku to the back room so they didn't blow up the plan. Izuku was shaking, um, slightly in Oboro's hold, whispering into his neck he was scared for his dad and everyone else in the room. Oboro rubbed his back smoothly. Oboro rubbed his back smoothly, holding him tightly. Izuku could hear a new voice um, asking where him and Kiragirl were, and Tomorrow explained that Kiragirl brought him into one of All for One's rooms to make him ready. Oh, don't want to think about that. Tomura was good at hiding it, but Izuku could hear the underlying tone of disgust in his voice at the words "making him ready." Apparently, the new voice bought it, and Izuku could hear a door shut in the other room. Izuku looked at Oboro and the older nodding at him, before slowly opening the door. Whoever was there had left. leaving the five of them alone. Izuku could see his dad, but he was unconscious. Giving out a shaky breath, Izuku left the room with Oboro, ready for the next step. Well, that was chapter 24. I hope y'all like it, because I like how this is going. I mean, like, after you get past the, like, the bad stuff, it actually is a really good story. I think out of all of these stories, there's only, like, three chapters, I believe, that only needed big warnings on them. But that's okay, because we don't need too many there. I don't think any of the other stories I asked to podfic have any of that stuff, so if I do, I'll just put the big warning thing back up. But besides that, if you are wondering what that meowing is, my cat, Kit Kat, I have named her after food. Of course, I named a lot of my cats after food. But, my cat you hear right now, there's three of them. I have not named any of them. There's a striped one, there's a black and white one, and there's a plain black one. The striped one and the plain black one have, some disformities, I guess you would call it. They can still walk pretty well. It's just, when they walk, every now and then, their paw would go under when they step, and they kind of have that wobble. Sometimes, not all the time. But for the black and white one, it might. It's like, whoever wants her, you can get rid of her. Or, we don't know the genders yet. You can get rid of it. But the other two, I want to know they can take care of them. These cats have, like, I don't want to say special needs, but also, I don't know what it. I guess you can call it a disability, but not too major. Like I was like, I looked it up, and apparently the surgery cost like $5,000 to get a cat's leg or legs fixed. But yeah, for both kittens, it would be $10,000. I am not made of money. But yeah. But anyways, it's like if I can just get Kit Kat fixed, and then we're good. We're good. She don't have no more kids. Don't have to worry about that. Okay. Well, anyways, got off track from the topic. Anyways, I hope you had an amazing time listening to this. I almost said reading it. You can read it. I will link this in the description. I don't think this one is a blue mark one. A blue marked one. No. So you won't need an account to get this one. I should have said that in the beginning. The way beginning. The first chapter. I should have said that. Yeah. I was a little bit newer to it. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing day, and hope y'all enjoyed listening to this. It is raining currently where I'm at, and it is flooding. So, I hope y'all stay safe, and stay safe in this weather. I was I was walking up the driveway and I was soaked. Anyways, I hope you have a lovely day, even though it's raining. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.